You're listening to Up the Turnpike with hosts Mitch Anderson and Matt O'Leary.
Hello and welcome to the Up the Turnpike post-game show. What is going on? I am Matt O'Leary. I am joined by my good friend, Mitch Anderson. Mitch, how's it going tonight?
Oh, just W's flying all over the place, baby. That's how I'm feeling. Sky high after that dubs, baby. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Things you absolutely love to see. The New York Islanders in the win column. I wasn't sure if they were going to get there. They looked like they deserved it with how they started this game, which obviously we go in chronological order here. A little housekeeping, NHL.com, their entire site isn't working really right now, so we might not have the goal visualizations, but we will still talk through all the goals that happened and all the keynotes, and of course answer your questions. But even before we get to the first goal, Mitch, I think we just have to talk about how good the Islanders looked and honestly how many turnovers the Edmonton Oilers had at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I counted 5 within the first 5 minutes. Like, they were so goddamn sloppy. They didn't play last night. They played 2 nights ago against the Rangers, so like, it wasn't really a long travel for them at all to play today's game, but they just looked awful. The Oilers did, and the Islanders came out and just stuck it to them in that first period. They should have been up by multiple goals by the end of the first period. Sadly, they only had the one to show for it.
Yeah, they did only have the one to show for it. Kyle Palmieri had chances. He hit the post. It feels like, look, I am wrong a lot. I was just putting that out there. But there are a few things that I have said that I am proud of came true or showed themselves today. The first, not so much, with Kyle Palmieri seemingly just can't seem to bury the puck, but is getting his chances. And I want to give myself credit because it was either on the last post game or on the most recent podcast. I said it's only a matter of time for Bo Horvat. And what do you know? 3 goals from Bo Horvat today.
Big performance by Bo Horvat. And a couple of times too during the beginning of the game, Bo Horvat got a couple of chances and puts it right on the crest. And you're like, here we friggin' go again. Bo Horvat's not going to be able to score. And like we said, he just needed to sight his stick, just kind of recalibrate things. And shit, man, he looked good today. Obviously, you score 3 goals, you're going to look good. But outside of that, looked fantastic. This is, to me, the impressive part of the game wasn't just the 3 goals from Bo. Obviously, it wasn't just a performance by David Riddick, who, shut the hell up out of a lot of us. At least
he was good.
Myself, yeah, he was good. He gave up one not great one. The second goal that Edmonton scored was not great, but you don't expect him to be playing at a $9 million goalie pace. You're a backup, but he put up a .938 save percentage today. Spoiler, and looked really, really fantastic for the Islanders. But what the one thing that I wanted to say was that the way they came out to compete at the beginning of this game, we haven't seen that all season long, and frankly, we didn't see it a lot last year either. And just seeing that alone, okay, I could breathe. Even if they ended up getting an L today, because we had kind of all expected it, which didn't happen, thankfully. Even if they had just done that, I would have been happy. Like, they finished the first period 58% Corsi, and the expected goals were in their favor by 61%. So like, that's exactly at 5-on-5 what you want to see from this Islander team.
Absolutely. So let's start talking about these goals, Mitch. Finally, the dam breaks, 16:23 into the period. Matthew Barzal picks the pocket of Evan Bouchard, who, my goodness, might have had one of the worst games I've ever seen an opposing defenseman have against the Islanders. He was brutal in this one. Barzal picks his pocket, goes in on a breakaway, and scores.
Yeah, noticeably, my Edmonton Oiler brother was very silent today.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Not just because of the result, but he would have been all over the Bouchard for that. Just awful. And yeah, like Michelle is saying, what a break for a goal. But like, he still gets up on the forecheck, right? Like, that's the whole point of that forecheck. And you see that with soccer as well. Like, you see players challenge the goalie on a big shot or a clearance. And you're like, well, he doesn't get it, 99 times out of 100. It's just that one time that he does, it's a layup. It could be a layup. And then Barzy made sure of it. So yes, it was a good break, but he worked himself, right? He created his own luck, if you will, there. to score that goal, getting flat 520 error from NHL.com.
Oh boy. Oh, yep. I just got the same thing. NHL.com is down bad right now. So we're working off of ESPN. Unfortunately, they don't have the goal visualization, so won't be pulling that up. And by the way, not taking anything away from the Matthew Barzal goal by talking about the Evan Bouchard turnover, more so just to highlight, like, hey, Edmonton made a mistake and you capitalized on it. That's a good thing. That's what you're supposed to do. And they weren't able to do that in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, usually it's the other way around. Every time we make a goddamn mistake, it ends up in the back of our net. So it's nice to see it go the other way.
Absolutely. So Islanders up 1-0. Unfortunately, common theme through the first 4 games here, Mitch. That lead doesn't last very long because a minute and 20 seconds or a little less than that, Leon Draisaitl scores on the power play.
Yeah, and you saw that coming. Like, just they put all their chips on the table, just to kind of push everything forward to try to get any sort of response because they were being outplayed a lot by the Islanders, and so it was coming. It was just a matter of time, right? And so they made it look easy. I forget who it was who doesn't pick him up, but like Leon Draisaitl just kind of cuts through the Islanders defensemen, the 4 guys, and cuts right through them. I think it may have been Pajot or Horvat. I forget. There was a 4 there, so it's either one of those guys. Just doesn't pick him up as he's cutting through the middle. Like, guys, he's going towards the net. Just stop him. I feel like you're Legolas trying to kill that Uruk-hai before he blows up Helm's Deep. Like, just kill him. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, and unfortunately, you leave the first period tied up at 1, and I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that they scored, but I'm not going to lie. I was a little bothered by the fact that they didn't take a lead out of that first period with how well they played.
Yeah, it did bother me going like, I know I put it in our Patreon during our Discord chat throughout the game. PS, sign out to our patrons, patreon.com/uptheturnpike, and you can get in on the Discord channel. I said, like, I don't want the second period I don't want the break. I don't want the intermission because we're going to lose momentum. And so going into the break tied 1-1 plus the ability to lose momentum, which kind of happened, I was not a fan of.
No, certainly not. So 1-1 after 1-1 after the first period of play into the second period. It's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins giving the Edmonton Oilers a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, actually, before that, Max brings up a good point that Mayfield saved a goal, like saved the puck right on the goal line in that first period. So
Shawn Michaels says it, but where's Max's comment? I want to pull his up.
It's one of the more recent ones. Sorry, if Shawn Michaels said it as well, sorry, I didn't see it. There's a lot of comments here, people.
Yeah, thanks for hanging.
Exactly. Yeah, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. But yeah, that was a clutch clearance from Mayfield, who we crap on a lot. So it's nice to see the others here on the YouTube live, give Mayfield his due because that was a huge clearance for him and for us.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. It was a huge play, and he deserves credit for it because that saved the goal in a really big spot for this team. So hat tip to Scott Mayfield on that, seriously.
Yeah, exactly. And then we get into this goal, as you're saying, from Nugent-Hopkins, and it's just big save. Dave was not square to the shot. He was square to the body, which is what I do. That's shit that I do, and I'm trying to correct where I'm not square to the actual ball. I play floor ball, not hockey necessarily, but it's kind of the same thing. And I got to get square to the ball. I got to keep telling myself that because they keep beating me far side, and that's exactly what happened here. They just rip it right through him, basically. Yeah,
pretty much. And the glove save, or the attempt at the glove save, was kind of in slow motion. It felt like, and it was a nice shot from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins too. I don't want to take away from that, but at the same time, that was a goal that was easily preventable, I think, from Dave Rittich.
Yeah, and Shawn Michaels says like it was a good shot. Don't take that away from Nugent-Hopkins. It really was good shot. It's just he wasn't well placed. Which, you know what, backup goalie. I'm not gonna crap on it like you let one bad one in. He had a couple of nice saves leading up to this, and then he completely redeemed it afterwards, where he didn't let another one in the rest of the game after, which is amazing, and making a lot of really good saves along the way.
Yeah, without a doubt. So Islanders would get one back before the end of the period. They take a penalty. It was Alex Romanov for cross-checking, but Bo Horvat gets in alone, shorthanded, and scores on a breakaway.
Who gets the assist on that one? Was that
Yeah.
Scott Mayfield?
No, it was Pollock to Pajot. Pajot had the primary assist.
I'm thinking because Scott Mayfield leading up to that, because they had a couple of chances being the Islanders on that power play, and Mayfield makes a really good heads up play
to Duclair. No,
I think he jailbreaks Duclair, and you're going, holy shit, where is this coming from Scott Mayfield? But you're right here. Jean-Gabriel Pajot makes that good backhand pass where, again, Bouchard is nowhere to be found. Just completely no man's land. That play should never have happened if Bouchard was where he was supposed to be.
Ray Ferraro was going in on Evan Bouchard the entire game, Mitch, essentially from puck drop to the final whistle.
It's true. But he was so culpable. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, just absolute banana lands. Just what you have all of your players, you're doing, an overload on the boards. Get yourself a little bit more centered. And because Bo saw that, that's why he was creeping forward. Just absolutely ridiculous there. So whatever, we'll benefit from it. Again, they're making mistakes and we're capitalizing. That's the sign of what is usually a good team.
Absolutely. So the Islanders have it tied up at 2 at the end of the second period. Third period, Mitch, doesn't start well for the Islanders. It takes them a while to get their first shot off. Eventually, they finally get a power play opportunity. Who was it? Trent Frederick with the high sticking against Matthew Schaefer. They had 2 power plays earlier in that third period where they weren't able to score a goal. This time, Bo Horvat scores a goal with an assist from Matthew Schaefer and Matt Barzal. I'm happy for Barzal too, but had to point out Schaefer because he's got a point in 4 straight games to start his career.
Insane to that 4-game point streak. What are his Calder odds? I want to see now. Because they showed them on screen with ESPN bet odds, which lulls ESPN bet. One of the worst sports books out there.
Unless they want to sponsor the channel.
It's exactly what I was thinking. For the Calder, he was plus 1,200 last time I checked about a week ago. What is he now? Matthew Schaefer second plus 430 at FanDuel.
Okay, so that's a steep climb already up from where he was.
Yeah, but he's second. Yeah, exactly. So it's big climb. Only Ivan Demidov is ahead of him at plus 300, but like
makes sense. He was the favorite for a while.
He was. Boynum though is right behind him at plus 470. Boynum looks friggin' good too.
He does look awesome.
We're getting lost in the stats here, but like, yeah, man, I don't. He has looked electric, and then Bo Horvat scoring where he's supposed to score, right in the bumper slot.
Yeah.
Finally, how many times has he been in that spot and he hits it right in the chest? Buddy, just corners, man. You should be able to pick the corners, and he did it there.
He absolutely did, and he would add one more for good measure, an empty net goal. Mitch, I'm not going to lie to you. When they pulled the goalie, Stuart Skinner goes to the bench. You have McDavid and Draisaitl out on the ice. I am sweating bullets because we know how good their power play is. They already scored a power play goal in this game. It's essentially a man advantage for them, essentially like a power play. But they're able to get one. Thank God, too. Jonathan Drouin passed it off to Bo Horvat to let him get the hat trick.
Yeah, what a clutch teammate play that was. I love it. But Heineman, man, chance to open net and whiffs it wide. He probably could have taken another step to really hone it in, and he has not looked as a top 6 player. I know there was another comment here, but Simon Holmstrom needs to be in the top 6.
He had a really good look. I don't know if he ended up getting it on net. It might have got blocked, but he created some Holmstrom I'm talking about now. Yeah. Created some space for himself and ripped a shot from the slot.
Yeah. Like both of them have looked fantastic. Much better than I think than Schaefer has. Or sorry, not Schaefer. Obviously not. Than Heineman has. I'd like to see them go up, but sorry, we're talking about the Bo Horvat, hat trick goal. How clutch is that for him? Like second career hat trick or second hat trick with the Islanders?
I'm going to guess second hat trick with the Islanders. I don't know off the top of my head, but that's just my guess. Yeah,
I would be the same, but I heard them say that on the broadcast that it was the second career. I was like, really? That seems wild. The Shawn Michael is saying career, so I'm just on the hockey reference.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Yeah. He's only ever had one hat trick before this on October 22nd, 2019 in a 5-2 game. Bill also saying it's his career. That's wild. So
For
History,
someone,
man.
yeah, for someone who pops 30 pretty regularly, it's that's a little surprising that it's only his second. But congratulations to him. It comes in a big 4-2 Islanders win, the first of the Matthew Darsh and Matthew Schaefer era.
Yes. First points on the board for us. We were the only team without a point, so that feels good. More to come. I see some comments here like tank's over, obviously facetiously and fair. But even bad teams are going to win like 20 some odd games over the year.
Can we enjoy a win too? Like we're allowed to enjoy it. The team played well against the Stanley Cup contender, and their young player Matthew Schaefer, had an assist and now has points in his first 4 games. Bo Horvat, who's going to be here for a long time, he had a hat trick tonight. Like things to like from today.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot to like. I just like the the funny comments of being.
Of course,
Tanks. Yes, let's go. It's Stanley Cup or bust now.
Wanted to pull up this comment before I give you some team stats and we do our box score game. Otto Rocket chimes in, says, also, can we talk about Schaefer quarterbacking the power play as an 18-year-old rookie? Once again, Mitch, for the 4th straight game, Tony DeAngelo starts as the quarterback on power play 1. And when you know it, power play looks better when they finally make the switch to Matthew Schaefer.
By power play 4, right? It was?
Yes. But
it's
Mitch,
exactly
this happens every game. Through 4 games, it's happened in every single one. When are they just going to let him go?
I don't understand. Every time, this might be Patrick Roy trying to control ice time.
Maybe.
Right? Not so he doesn't have 26 minutes of ice time. But like, look, man, people got to stop making such a big fuss about it. Yes, it is 26 minutes, of course. But dive into the numbers a little bit. How much of that is power play time? Because maybe you'll feel a little bit better about it. It's not like he's being put out there for 26 minutes against, some of the bigger names out there, and getting run into the boards constantly. It's power play time.
No.
I think, I haven't looked at it, but like Tim is saying the same thing, time on ice management, which is why he's not, quarterbacking every single power play.
I suppose.
Needs to happen. I see what Walter's saying here, that Tony D is an adequate placeholder, and that's absolutely true. Like your second power play defenseman is Tony DeAngelo, and there's no question about it. It's just we have to have Schaefer out there.
I just think that Schaefer's better. And honestly, I don't think this will spoil too much for the time on ice game, but just looking at power play time for the defenseman, it was DeAngelo at 3:30 and Schaefer at 2:56.
Okay. Yeah. And he picked up a lot of ice time at the end there because of it. Because you have to, if you're looking to win, he's giving you the chance to do that.
Without a doubt. So, all right, let's take a look at some of these team stats and then we'll get into the box score. Shots 33 for Edmonton Islanders with 25. Hits 18-7, Islanders with more. By the way, I thought Alex Romanov probably had his best game of the season tonight. It was very active and physical too.
Yeah. P.S. It seems like NHL.com is back up. Seems like I've got it open now. So
okay, well, we've already made it through what we need it for. So
fair.
Thanks for nothing, NHL.com. Face-off win percentage, Islanders 43.1%. Edmonton was at 56.9%. Power plays, Islanders 1 for 5 on the power play. Edmonton went 1 for 4 on the power play. So that's 20% and 25% respectively. Penalty minutes 10-8. Edmonton with 2 more. Block shots, each team had 13. Giveaways, Edmonton 17 giveaways. The Islanders with 12.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a lot of giveaways. They did clean it up by the second period. Coach Knobloch, I thought, out-coached Patrick Roy in that second period because, again, we had all the momentum. We were playing better. They made a tweak after the break, and they looked like a different team. They did, the Oilers. So we turned it on afterwards, thankfully, but he being Patrick Roy was out-coached in that second period easily.
I thought so, too. All right, so who led the way for Islanders forwards, Mitch?
Barzal.
Yes, 24 minutes and 31 seconds. The next closest, Kyle Palmieri, 21:57.
Yeah, I'm seeing a comment here from Sloppy. Patty's line decisions are baffling. Kyle was good today, but it's just the third person on that line is almost anonymous at this point.
Yeah.
And that kind of needs to change. Maybe put Holmstrom out there. Holmstrom has looked good. Or Shabanov. Shabanov has looked really good. I I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Heineman too, I think needs to go down to this bottom 6.
Yeah, he picked up an assist tonight on the empty netter, but he hasn't really shown me a lot. I think he would be, and someone said in the Discord, forgive me, I can't remember who it was, but someone was Will was saying that he'd be perfect on Peugeot's line.
Oh no, Will did say that he made a really good play behind the net to hold up the puck. So kind of fits with what you're saying.
Yeah, which is, I like Emil Heineman. I just don't think he's a top line player. I would feel more comfortable with him on the 3rd or 4th line.
Yeah, I agree. Least amount of ice time is going to be Kyle McLean. I barely noticed him out there.
Yeah, watching the game, I thought the same thing. 7 minutes, 43 seconds for Kyle McLean. Yeah. Simon Holmstrom, the next lowest at 10:03.
What?
Yeah, I know that's got to change.
He's got to be kicking himself in the ass going, what the hell do I need to do to get up higher in the lineup? There was one play he's on in the second period, I think it was. He's high on the slot. Casey Zizekas has the puck, sees him, and instead of passing it over uncontested to Simon Holmstrom, decides to take a shot with 2 Oilers in front of him. And obviously he didn't go through. Like, what are you doing, Casey? Yeah. I don't understand, man. Simon Holmstrom's got to be going, what the heck do I need to do to get out of this situation?
I pulled up Sloppy's comment, who said, my boy Holmstrom is a victim of Heineman propaganda. hard to disagree with that right now.
Yeah, the GM's like, let's go, man. I need to play this guy because I traded him or acquired him from Montreal. But I don't know. Whatever. We'll see here what happens there.
Defenseman.
This is going to be tough because I think that there's going to be a lot of Schaefer ice management. It's going to be close between Schaefer and D'Angelo. I'm going to go with D'Angelo.
You are correct. 24-14. Matthew Schaefer was actually 5th in ice time at 17:38.
It seemed like he wasn't being played that much in the second period. I'd like to see his shifts in the second period, his shift report, if I could. I wanted time on ice Islanders. Oh, God. There I am screwing everything up here. I'm asking too much of NHL.com now that they finally fixed it.
It's still not working for me. Like, I can get on the site, but I can't open any of the Gamecast things.
Oh, well, they figured it out for Canada. I guess that was their main priority.
Bastards.
He seems to have a lot of he had 10 shifts in the first, 8 in the second, 8 in the third.
Okay.
Time on ice. He had more time on ice in the second than he did in the third. He only played 4 minutes and 43 seconds in the third period. Probably because Edmonton had some power plays, I guess.
How many did they have in the I think it was only the one, the Emil Heinemans.
Okay. Yeah. Strange. I don't get it then.
Yeah,
but
a little surprising.
The distribution of his ice time there.
Well, I mean, he was playing 26, and we were saying that's not sustainable, so they bump him back down. Find a happy medium is the point. And there's going to be some games where they have to play him more, and on nights where they have to play him, if they play him 17:40 and they win, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. According to Sloppy, there's a quote from Patty on Schaefer getting power play one time from Stefan Rossner.
Okay, I will pull that up as we're talking about this here.
Yeah, because I think that's important to get some context in terms of why Patty's doing this. Oh,
no, it's not why. But am I on the right? Yeah, here we go. Patrick Waugh, Matthew Schaefer. I think we all know it's only a matter of time before he's playing on the top power play on a regular basis. Yeah, no shit, because every game you start with Tony DeAngelo and you switch at the end.
Yeah,
come on.
He's such a good power play quarterback. I think there's another important question that we have to address here, Matt.
Okay.
And I wanted to save it for later, but I just have to bring it up now. This is from Bill, our boy Bill here. Can Matthew Schaefer quarterback the Jets?
I mean, I think he'd play a hell of a lot better than what Justin Fields played on Sunday.
Yeah, more decisive with the puck.
Yeah, we did at home with 0 passing yards. Justin Fields had -10 net passing yards when sacks are factored in. So hopefully that changes going forward. But I would like to talk about a team that I like that won. So we keep the train rolling, Mitch. Who had the least amount of ice time for defensemen?
Scott Mayfield, because he had the penalty?
14:51 for Scott Mayfield.
Okay. He had a better game, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, he had that huge play in the first period that saved the goal. I thought overall, can't ask for too much more out of your defense tonight. They held Edmonton to 2 goals.
Yeah, all 3 of them, Pelech, Pollock, and Mayfield, looked fine. And that's all you want. That's all you want. Just be fine. Please. At this point, we should expect that from you in your NHL careers.
100%. And again, no issues with really anyone on defense tonight. And David Rittich in his Islanders debut, 31 saves on 33 attempts, 2 goals against, the .939 save percentage.
Yeah, and I want to see the expected goals. 4.4 expected goals by the Edmonton Oilers in all situations. So Big Save Dave stopped 2.4 expected goals above, 2 goals above expected today.
That's good.
That's insane.
Yep, very good.
Absolutely love that from him. I don't expect that every night. I didn't expect it tonight. So if we can get that from him, then that could change a lot for us.
100%. So Islanders win 4-2. Mitch, you want to pull a couple comments here before we hop out for the night?
Absolutely. We've got a lot of comments. So people, I'm not going to be able to read them all, but let's go through it. So Easkins, Horvat, hat trick, a Rittich 938, and a win. We're on the board.
Hell yeah. It feels good to get one on the board.
Yeah. Where else do we want to go here? Okay, so we got from Andre saying great win. Schaefer sets a record for being youngest player to have a point in his first 4 career games.
He's a special kid. He really is.
He really is. It keeps on getting better, man. And he's only 18. Like even Ray Ferraro was talking about it. Like he's just gonna get better. He's gonna be more muscular. He's gonna be more explosive over the next couple of years. Like this is what he is now. Look out in like 2 years even.
Right. Which is, again, like I said, I don't know how good this team is going to be this year, but they're going to be appointment television every single night because of Matthew Schaefer.
Yeah, exactly. From Jimmy Pinn saying, I'm curious to hear what the guys say. The slow start doesn't bother me. In fact, the early results tell me the Isles need another very good draft to set a foundation for success. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they have 2 first-round picks as of right now. You have Colorado's in their own. And I think we expect them to sell off some guys at the trade deadline. So another good draft. I think you're feeling pretty damn good about where you are headed, at least.
Yeah, I don't want to call it I said like way too many times.
Yeah.
He's stopping my head from thinking. Yes, we need to one more draft, like one more top 5 prospect would be great. I just don't like banking on that necessarily. You know, because we've gone through that before. Like Garcino had how many top 5 prospects and it didn't work.
Yeah, true.
Obviously, scouting is different from 20 years ago? It's maybe 15 years ago. Like it's different, obviously, but like still, I don't want to bank on that. I think we could do. We'll be fine anyways, but it certainly wouldn't hurt.
No,
that's for sure.
No, of course.
I like this here from Walter saying Schaefer is capital S special.
He looks the part. So far, so good. No complaints from me.
Yeah. KLB 818, move over McKenna. We're going on a delusion run for the cup.
I love that. That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we got going down here? So James Walsh saying great game. Bo Horvat and classy move by Drouin passing on empty net. Also Schaefer power play 1 from now on. Let's go.
Yeah, agree with you on that.
Yeah. Jeremy for David, there we go. Looking forward to seeing Richie out there too. Can't wait to see Eiserman humming slappers on the power play. Nice win, guys.
Yeah, I mean, Richie, I think we'll get at some point later this year with that's going to be another thing to look forward to. And Eiserman, hopefully next year at the beginning of next season. Yeah.
I wanted to see Casey Cizikas' ice time because he took that shot off the skate, man, and he didn't look great afterwards.
No. 8:46 for him.
He played 4 shifts in the third period, which is down from his normal 5. But whatever that there's not too much to read into that.
So I was wrong before. I said Holmstrom was second fewest, but it was Cizikas on ESPN. I can't sort by ice time, so that threw me off.
Way to go, ESPN. On the power play, like Drouin there on the far wall. I'm not a huge fan because Drouin isn't much of a shooter, right?
Yeah. And he was like, I almost feel like they have too many lefties out there. Yeah. Because he's on his offside, and there were a couple times where he couldn't get a shot on because he was playing the offside, where righty would have more easily gotten something towards the net. Yeah,
exactly. What else we got here? So Mike D saying maybe Schaefer's rubbing off on Mayfield in relation to our comment about that jailbreak pass for Anthony Duclair.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. What do you think about Eddie Beckney? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. That's on me, not on you. But anyways, the comment says, give Matthew Schaefer 15-year, $765 million contract right now.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally down with that. Totally legal. Let's go, because he's worth every goddamn penny, every goddamn penny at this point. And he's played 4 games.
4 games.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up this comment here from Tim regarding Matthew Schaefer. If I could just find it. Tim, I know you wrote it. I know it's here. It's about Michael Misa.
Okay, I found it. Do
you want me found it?
Yeah, you want me to read it off?
Yes, please. So I can't see it on screen here.
I got to be honest, before the draft, I really wanted Misa, but I trust the process with this new regime. But my goodness, Schaefer, woo, is he something special?
Yeah. And that's fair for Tim, and I'm glad he's saying that, because we were in the same boat. We were Team Misa as well, going like, we didn't know what to expect from a guy who's played 17 games at 17 years old. We're like, I don't know, man. Obviously, he's special. Obviously, there's something good about him, but we weren't sold. So, like, hands up, that was us. Not to say that we were sad or anything or mad when they drafted him. Like, we were all down. But, ask us 2-3 weeks before the draft, and we're like, maybe I'd take Miso over Schaefer. And now it's like, forget that. I'm not even watching Sharks games.
Yeah,
forget it.
He's been awesome.
Yeah. I like Michelle here saying Matthew, because at that point we're talking about Matthew Schaefer, like
all the
Matthew
Matthews.
Barzal,
all the Matts, Matt O'Leary too, saving the New York Islanders.
Exactly. What else we got? Face-off percentage seems to be down this year. No, from Tim.
Yes, it does. They led the league in it last year, so I thought you would see some natural regression anyway, but it hasn't nearly been as good through the first 4 games.
Yeah. Sleeve of Wizards saying, why don't they play Boquist over Mayfield? They thought Boquist was a decent pickup last year.
They might at some point. I mean, we saw it down the stretch a season ago, so they might just get tired of Scott Mayfield.
Yeah, at some point, they might. I assume once Matthew Schaefer jumps up the lineup, where like we can't play him with Scott Mayfield anymore, we have to go to the next level. Then it's kind of like, well, now you're obsolete, Scott Mayfield, so we bring in Boquist for a few more games, type of thing.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes, please.
I'd rather Isaiah George get in the lineup than either Scott Mayfield or Adam Boquist, even if it's on the right side for him as a lefty.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I could go down with that. That'd be great.
Nice.
What else we got here? Walter saying enjoy the ride this year. Absolutely. What else? Oh, yeah, Gary saying don't forget to like and subscribe in all caps.
That's important. Thank you, Gary.
Yep. And then there's some interesting comments here about ESPN. So Frank DaCosta had ESPN feed was only in Spanish. So you guys have Rosetta Stoning to a Metro title. Cool.
That's funny. That's great.
That must be interesting. And then Shawn Michaels saying should use TSN instead of ESPN.
Yeah,
although
the Canadian guy.
Yeah, but we don't. TSN doesn't have all the games. Sportsnet only gets them. They may have been broadcasting this one, but I don't know.
I didn't like that it was streaming. I'm a cable guy. I wanted MSG.
Yeah, exactly. And then Gary closes it off here with Blue Jays are clawing back in the series, up 6-2 in the 7th. Things are looking up. Let's go, Birds.
There you go. Mitch is happy. His Canadian team.
Hey, I don't watch a lot of baseball.
No,
I'm not even watching this. I'm just like following because everyone else in my country is.
Yeah, but it's good. They've been playing good baseball, so love that.
Yeah, exactly. So there you have it.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging for the first Islanders win of the season. Before you hop out, make sure to leave a like on the video. Really helps us out a lot. Puts us in front of more Islanders fans. Subscribe if you're new. We do this after every game. We also have videos throughout the week. Sign up for the Patreon where you get 2 bonus Islanders podcasts. Usually they're an hour in length. And a great Discord channel full of Islanders fans too. That'll do it. I'm Matt. He's Mitch. We'll catch you next time.